Alright, yo, what's up guys? I'm Alvanian and welcome back to this interactive Stellaris playthrough. Oh, and I think I have some feedback there. Hold on, we're gonna do a quick reset here. Give me 1 second, guys. Whoopsie. Alright, here we go. Take two. Alright, so yeah, here we go again. What's going on, guys? I'm Alvanian and welcome to this interactive Stellaris Necroid Megacorp playthrough. And so we had a pretty interesting start here. We're going to take a quick recap and look at everything that happened in our first episode here. And so we had some border friction right off the back. Here is my Necro-Corp empire. And we are, again, trying to get those profits, baby. And so in doing so, down here towards the bottom portion of the galaxy, we have a couple of hostile, I think it's an enclave of some sort, whether it be the Reavers or the Marauders, but I believe that's one of these species down here. And then up towards the top, we have a empire that is wary of us. And you know, I've been trying to increase relations. It's working right now. Yet I feel like they're a little belligerent towards us, and so I could see that causing us some problems. Now, after our last stream, I gave you guys the chance to vote on what we should pick next for our next tradition in our Stellaris game here, and so. Out of 19 votes, it looks like supremacy is on the top, and so this will be our next tradition here that we'll be selecting in the game. And yeah, if you guys want to vote for this, there will be links. If you watch this on my YouTube channel, just hover over to that community tab up here, and throughout my streams, I like to add little questions here or options for you guys to sway the decisions made in my game. And so this one here says that after completing our first tradition, which was discovery, and with hostilities at both sides of our borders, what should our second tradition be? And you guys voted for supremacy. There was a couple of mercantile and unyielding votes as well, but yes, everyone that voted, whether you're your option one or not, I appreciate you guys interacting with my playthrough. Now, let's close this out and look at our galaxy here. And so, as I was mentioning before, we have a couple of hostiles towards the bottom of our borders. Up here towards the top, the Alvanian sovereignty. And so these guys, again, like I said, we're kind of playing it safe right now, trying to befriend them. But push comes to shove, we're going to go ahead and try and prepare a way to attack. Now, in the meantime, we started all the way down here at the night shift system. And so this is where my species, we started at. And then we ended up taking a planet here that had pre-FTLs into it. And so the Anna Inc. world, this is one of our newer worlds, and right now we're just trying to bring stability back to the planet. Stability is a little low due to the stellar culture shock. I went ahead and activated martial law. I've added some buildings on here as well that may counter some of the deviancy and help out with some of the stability a little bit. But yeah, we still got some work to do on this planet. We have another world as well, Pharma Co. And this planet, the same thing. We took over this world a while back. And both of these are in my sectors. And yeah, we just need to get some more pops on those planets. And so we currently have 3 planets. We're going to take a quick look at our empire here, and we're playing with a authoritarian and fanatic materialist type of empire. Our civics, Pharma State, and Mastercraft Inc. And so with both of these, this is actually my first time playing with a Pharma State civic here, but I'm actually going to look at this one because I want to remember what it does. And so with the civic, our amenities from medical workers are increased by 2. And we get 4 trade value from our medical workers. And so sounds like, you know, gene clinics are the way to go right now. We can build a corporate clinic, corporate building, and our leader lifespan is increased by 10 years with this civic. So cool stuff. I feel like this is pretty sweet. With the pharmaceutical executive, this allows for the unlocking of that council position. And so if we do unlock that, we'll get an increase of pop growth speed by another 1% and habitability increase. And so cool stuff. I kind of feel like this would play very nice with some expansion traditions, but you guys voted for it, and supremacy it is we are going to be going for next. And so yeah, I wasn't expecting this for a Megacorp empire, but here it is, supremacy. And so above my noggin here, it says that the future of this galaxy belongs to those who are strong enough to seize it. Now, with the adoption effect of this, we are allowed to unlock the agenda military buildup We also get 20 towards our naval capacity, which we're still working on getting that increased as much as we can, but we got some work to do there. And it gives us an extra 20% army damage. And so in case we find some more pre-FTLs out there, we'll be ready to give them the smackdown with more efficiency. Now, we'll look at the finisher effect afterwards, but supremacy, that's what you guys voted for. That is what we are now selecting, and I just got the alert that I can now activate another council type. And so, cool stuff there. There we go. And so right away, we got that knocked out. Now let's go ahead and reinforce some more of our ships here. Now we got about 4 more corvettes on the way. I've been planning on building more ships here now that we got this. They're not hostile, but you know, you never know. I feel like these guys, the AI tends to be a little sporadic in the early game, and sometimes they're just like, you know what, we're declaring war on you. And so right now we're trying to increase opinions with them, but it's at negative 160 right now, and so that's pretty low. It could be repairable, but yeah. All right, so we've got a swirling shadow situation here, and it says immense ragged plains of shadow drifts across, let's see, this system. Wow, across this planet. Now, they're not by clouds, but sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged, or rather jointed, to allow for a small degree of articulation. Now, our scientist is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, and what possible purpose, if any, these elaborate shadow castings might serve. And so, cool stuff there. Shadow play on this planet gives me an extra 4 society tech points. Remember to buy stocks in your friendly neighborhood Megacorp. That is true. Yo, what's going on, Lone Survivor? Hopefully all is well. Welcome to our little playthrough here we got going on. It's been an interesting run so far. I'm imagining possibly either we're gonna try to subjugate these guys, but if it requires me going to war with them, that might just happen. And so in the meantime, though, we got our game going here. We're building some more ships. Let me look back through my planets here. And so here's my homeworld planet, Marbel. And I'm going to probably look into adding a job on this planet. And so right now, let's see, we're running a little low on consumer goods and food, but those are usually used for upkeep. I think right now, let's maybe go for some more tech. Yeah, 1 tech building here is going to cost me 3 consumer goods. And so usually on my home planet, I keep all of my buildings around those research lab type buildings. The destroyer ships, we can go ahead and research that for engineering technology next, and it'll be a good idea to get that squared away. Now we have a first contact situation going on with what I imagine to be some sort of marauders or some enclave, mercenary enclave. And it says, although their dwellings on habitat stations were suggested an advanced society, our envoy is unsure whether we are indeed dealing with an intelligent life form. They seem unremittingly hostile, so much so that a stable society seems unthinkable. Even during our brief period of investigation, we've observed several displays of pure barbarism, and so we're gonna be watchful here. But yeah, again, we got this hostile. It doesn't appear to be an empire. It just appears to be some sort of enclave. But we'll play this one safe. Here, let's see. Glad I could catch the stream. Happy to be here. Right on. Yeah, I was off a little early. Man, I had to go to the dentist today, and so my gums feel a little sore. But yeah, we're here. We're having some fun. Thanks for stopping by again. I'm still kind of getting used to streaming on YouTube here, but I'm not opposed to just kind of starting fresh on some things and giving them a shot. And so yeah, right on for stopping by. So here is the Tinyanki Grave Mound. So we found this system that has all this Tinyanki stuff in the background, and inside of it we have found a dig site. And so I'm going to get out of here because that system gets a little choppy every once in a while. But in this system it says that it's hard to determine if our scientist, or if that planet we looked at just a second ago, if it's even a planet. Preliminary drilling has only revealed stratus upon strata of biological tissue. And so when we first got on this planet, it was literally like it was like covered in organics, like in a squid-like species. Like they were just completely overrunning the planet, and they weren't alive, they were dead. But we're trying to figure out like what in the world is this. And so according to estimations, it would take 2 million plus Tinyanki bodies to produce a planetary mass of this size. Now, with a margin of error equal to 5.3%, even assuming the existence of a rocky core upon which the corpses are layered, the number of specimens involved are still significant. Now, Did someone or something bring the Tinyanki here to die, or are they naturally drawn to this place as their final hour draws near? And so, yeah, we're gonna keep on digging here with this dig site and see what's going on with the grave mound there. But yeah, we got another technology available. Zero-G Laboratories has been completed, and next up, let's go for that FTL inhibition. And so, you know, just in case, taking some precautionary actions here in case another empire decides they want to attack us. In the meantime, let me check over here and see. Yes, my ships are being created. And I used to go for anchorages kind of early on, but since I have so much room for naval capacity, I got 30 ships. I can build 76 total. I'm going to start building some shipyards on my bases here. So this one has 2 anchorages already on it. We'll let that one slide. This is a building slot that is open on one of my other bases. And I'm going to get this interstellar recruitment office so that we have the chance of reaching out to some Paragons. And so Paragons are some really cool leaders that I've been having some fun with in my past couple of games. And so that's done there. Here we have our army towards the top of my border. There is a pre-FTL civilization here. And so what we're going to do is we are going to land our species on this planet.
We built something.
And we are going to take that world and add it to the Necro-Corp Empire. And so while that's all going to take place, we're going to go back and jump over here to our home planet. And oh, good timing here on getting that research lab up and running on this planet, because we literally have 1 job available. And honestly, I'm probably going to go ahead and just add 2 of them instead. And so that way we stay on top of the food production and no unemployment on that planet. And so yeah, guys, if you're here and you see there's a way I should check out another type of strategy or trying out the game in a different way, feel free to leave your tips and tricks. I'm always open up to constructive, I can't even say the word right now. Criticism, there we go. But yeah, back here on this planet Pharmaco, we still have some low stability going on here. And so let's look into either adding a precinct house. Let me check. Actually, oh yeah, we got plenty of amenities, but man, that gene clinic, I feel like would be really nice. All right, and so here are the species we are getting ready to invade, and they say, "Invaders, we do not know why you're attacking us, but no, we will fight to defend our planet. We will not yield." And I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, greetings, comrades. Your planet's mine." And so while that's going on, I'm pretty sure I don't have to worry about that, but we're gonna go ahead and look into adding, let me see, the strongholds. What do you do? Is this still an admiral, or did you upgrade it to Grand Admiral level? I actually don't remember what I set this to. My last game was on Admiral, so I think it might be on Admiral. I'll have to go back and check, but actually I don't know how I can check now that I started the game, but yeah, I think it might still be on Admiral. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, what's going on? Gunderquid, welcome to the stream. We are trying to stabilize this planet right now. It's at 46% stability. We're going to open up some jobs on these worlds as well. Yeah, this one, actually, the stellar culture shock modifier is off of this world now. So I can go to my decisions here, and we're going to go ahead and end martial law. Oh, and it actually decreased stability, but I think it'll be okay for now. And so, yo, what is this? So we just invaded a planet, a pre-FTL world here. And so now this is under my control. And it says here that after overwhelming the primitive defense mounted by the natives on Nalo 1, that's going to be that planet over there, our forces were approached by a number of envoys from the inhabitants. Excuse me. It seems that the locals have worshipped the remains of the gargantuan creature on the planet's moon as a god of death, or for generations beyond their remembrance. The locals believe that one day their god would rise from the dead, transforming into a deity of rebirth and ushering in a new era of prosperity for their people. And so as we came from the stars boasting technology beyond their comprehension, many of the locals seem to be convinced we are heralds of their god of death. And so yeah, we can use that to play against with our advantage. And so every species that is on this planet that we conquered gains the modifier conviction for 240 months, granting 33% happiness and 25% resources from jobs. And so let's check out this new planet. This is our new world here. And apparently they have unexplained impulses. And so this increases spiritualist ethic attraction by 200%. What? That's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty dope. And so I don't know if I've seen a trait like that before, but let's get to work on getting this planet restabilized and back on track. And so right now, I see we got a lot of crime here, and so we're gonna start by adding, since we do have some unemployment, we're gonna start with the precinct house first. That way the pops will jump right over to that job. After that, let's see, it looks like we have a lot of agricultural districts, and I already have a factory and a forge world planned out. And so maybe I will make this an agro world. And so let's see, we'll probably go ahead and look into squeezing on another agricultural district. And that one world should be enough to sustain my planet for a while. Now, let's jump over to our civilian ships here. We have a science ship that I'm going to go ahead and just have... What am I going to have you do? I'm going to have you continue surveying the galaxy. And so we have yet to have found an empire to the south of us right now. Towards the top, we still have the Alvanian sovereignty, and so we're trying to figure out what's going to happen with them. In the meantime, though, I'm going to go ahead and continue to expand my borders down here around this enclave. And so we're still trying to figure out who these guys are. I have a plan, and if this works the way I think it will, hopefully things go as planned. But right now, these guys are still pretty wary of us. And relations are increasing a little slower than I would have liked to for it to be. And so, actually, we could go ahead and establish an embassy with these guys. But I'm going to hold off on that because there's a chance I'd rather them be a subject. And so here we just made first contact with another species, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to initiate first contact with them just yet. And so that's actually going to change the course here for my scientists. And I'm going to have them just kind of push out further and survey a little bit further beyond the galaxy than... And so here we have it, the Enigmatic Observers. This is a fallen empire, and they say, "Ah, how delightful. We didn't expect to encounter you for a few centuries yet. Personally, I thought you would wipe yourselves out long before leaving your gravity well. But I'm glad to have been proven wrong." And so I'm just going to give them a friendly response. And, oh, here they are. So we have a fallen empire right next to us, which is pretty cool. Sweet. And so I wonder if that's like cutting off other empires from reaching us right now, but nice. And on top of that, this is a little bit friendlier of an empire. They're Enigmatic Observers. And so this fallen empire dedicates itself to the study of the younger races. They may offer task or demand tribute from lesser empires to achieve this end. Okay, and so that doesn't sound incredible. But yeah, we are 25 years into the game, and we have converted 3 more pops into our Necroid species. And so I'm actually going to go check this out here. And so on my home world, we are equal with species. Here we have a couple of different species, but now my Grave Gnars, which is my primary Necroid species, they're converting. And so I'm actually looking for the Chamber of Elevations here because we're going to be looking to elevate some more species around in the galaxy, especially if we get some subjects from here. I'm hoping we could maybe get some migration treaties. That way we can convert more species. All right, and so this world right here, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade the planetary administration building, but we got some jobs on here. Let's see. Oh, nobody's working the enforcer jobs yet. This colonist job, I could probably break down, but only my enslaved species are working here. And so, oh, if I were to make that job go away, they would be unemployed. I see. Well, in that case, on this world here, then, we're going to have to get some Necroids on this planet. And so, yeah, we need to upgrade the planetary capital first. But here we have an asteroid mass extinction event. And so throughout this game, in the first episode, we found out that our planet has our home world has a chance of experiencing a mass extinction event. And so here we are. Yeah, there's just been a bunch of mass extinction situations going on, but yeah, we've made contact with the Aramathian crosshairs. And so they say, unlike the civilized star nations of the galaxy, we have no single master to lord over us. But I have been chosen to convey this message to you on behalf of all the houses. Do not try to impose your soft and effete ways upon us. You may freely send your ships into our territory, but do not expect them to return. Our warriors will welcome the diversion, however. Transmit this frequency only if you wish to offer tribute, or if you need mercenaries, as well as means to pay for them. And so we're going to end transmission there. I kind of want to reach out here now and see... I was going to see if I could declare them a rival, but it looks like our relationship's not... You know, yeah, our relationship's not really getting better here, and so I'm going to close my borders here. And they want us to, they say, weaklings, our warriors are on the way to plunder your systems. Face them in battle if you muster the courage, or cower in fear until they have had their fill of your riches. You can, of course, offer tribute now to spare yourselves from the oncoming onslaught. If it is sufficient, our warriors may be compelled to turn back. And so, yeah, the last thing I want to do right now is deal with marauders attacking me. And so they say our people are safe for the time being. All right, so here it says, having probed the frozen landscapes from a moon, we think we have struck something big. My scientist speaks of a bacterial life form unlike any other. It bonds with the individuals to form large blankets that are durable yet light and also act like solar cells. They absorb solar energy with a surprisingly low efficiency loss percentage, most likely a result of evolution favoring those who could gather more heat in the harsh climate. And so, yeah, I'm going to see if I can find out if I can use this to improve energy production. But, yeah, we went ahead and closed our borders up here to our neighbors. And now our relationship's starting to get a little worse. And, enhanced solar power modifier has been added. Nice, to my empire. And so, I kind of want to see... Let's build a spy network. And so instead of improving relations, I got to get some intel on this empire. And so there we have it. We've switched from improving relations to now forming a spy network. And so I need some intel on these guys. Let me harm relations really quickly too. We'll send an envoy to do that. Wow. I rarely do that, but this time I want to see if I can make them a rival and use these Corsairs down here towards the bottom to send their fleets to attack them, and then maybe I could subjugate them. And so here we have a target practice situation. It says our sensors have discovered that the ship remnants on an asteroid got there in a particular way. These ships seem to have been intentionally driven straight into the asteroid, probably from light years away. Wow. To test the accuracy of the designer's thrusters. Now, as we deep scan the remains, we pick out one ship in particular, which seems to be reasonably intact propulsion. And so we're going to recover that thruster, and that's going to give us some advanced afterburner technology to research. And so, yo, Terrible Hamster, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully all is well. It is Wednesday. It's been a weird week. So we had yesterday off at work, and now I went back to work today. And so, yeah, hopefully you're doing all right. Here we have the Tenyanki Grave Mound, and so we're on the third part of the situation. It's a planet of dead Tenyanki, and it says that this says 3 parts dead. And so the unusual liveliness of the dead Tenyanki covering the surface of that world we just looked at in the background seems to be a byproduct of their regenerative capabilities. Even if technically dead, the bodies are still reassembling themselves. This system is unusually rich in nourishing substance, typically found in the gas giants where Tenyanki graze. Perhaps that explains why this behavior hasn't been observed before. This discovery does not explain why the dead seem to move as if controlled by a single mind, extending their tentacles to encroach upon new carcasses falling on the planet. Now, further excavations will hopefully reveal new insights on the inner workings of this place, or being. Now, our scientists are still divided on the exact nomenclature. And so, yeah. Is your Twitch in order? I can't see you online. So I'm not streaming on Twitch right now. I can't multi-stream. That's against their terms and services. But yeah, the Twitch page now, I think I'm going to be using that for multiplayer games. And so I'll be like, my schedule's kind of all over the place right now because of the whole like changes with that. And so yeah, I'm trying to like figure out what to do with that channel. But I think I might be using it now for more of like playing other games, and my YouTube channel is going to be strictly for Stellaris content. And so just finding a balance and working it out. But yeah, I appreciate you stopping by anyway today. And yeah, hopefully all's well. Yeah, it kind of sucks. And so I kind of felt like I was getting kind of limited with the way Twitch have been doing things for a while. And so yeah, I'm just gonna be on here for a little bit more frequently, and maybe just jumping back and forth, just depends. And so yeah. In the meantime, though, we are trying to form a rival. We just invaded another world. We've invaded about 2, maybe 3 worlds now. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and keep my armies up here for a bit. But yeah, now we're just trying to figure out, you know what? Can we make these guys rivals? If so, we got to prepare ourselves and get our fleets up here in a bit, because it is going to be showtime. And I'm going to do some last-second expansion up here as well before we get any of that going on. And so I got my science ship still over here. We're going to go ahead and have them just pretty much do everything. Research projects, survey galaxies. Hopefully it goes better for you onwards. Yeah. And so yeah, this is kind of fresh. I'm still getting used to streaming on YouTube, like I said before, but I'm trying to work with it. We'll see how it goes. I think I've been getting some pretty solid growth, and everyone that's been liking and subscribing and commenting on my stuff, yeah, I appreciate it so much. And yeah, people have been giving me tips and tricks in some of my past videos, and so I'm hoping the way we grew a little community on Twitch, we can do the same over here onto YouTube. And so yeah, everyone that's been here so far, thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, we went ahead and expanded our borders once again, and we have found a silent behemoth. What? Oh, this is on the planet we just invaded. And so here on Nalo 1, it says that our scientist reports that the enormous structure located on this world is in fact the gargantuan corpse of some unidentified alien creature. Now, not only is the corpse large enough to be seen with the naked eye from orbit, it also appears to be shedding large quantities of psychotropic chemicals that may have neurological side effects for organic life forms on this planet. And so, pretty fascinating. This world has that unexplained impulse modifier as well, and so nice. Kind of cool seeing that working out there. Cool stuff. And so yeah, looking at this world right now, we still have some unemployment going on here. Let's build another city district. That way we can get some more clerks working on this planet and getting those amenities up for now. We got to get that planet a little bit happier. Now, over here, we're going to go ahead and continue some more expansion and working our way towards whatever is in this direction. Now, what is this? Now, here's a world that is uninhabited and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall cenotraphs carved from some mineral not native to the planet, evidently placed there by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. Now, the monolith's flowing lines definitely chart a history so fantastical it must surely be fictional. Surely. And so I'm going to image them for the archives to get some more tech points. Now, speaking of tech, we have another engineering technology slot available here. And this time I'm going to go with the carrier operations. Like I said, you guys got me going down the supremacy tree. We have that vote in the YouTube community post. And yeah, tune in, because after this stream, we will be having another poll right after it. And depending on where we leave off at this game, you guys will be able to vote and impact my game again. And so if you want some interaction in my Let's Plays, please feel free to join in. And so, yo, we got a mass extinction event and we have an archaeological dig site. So this one is the Frozen World. And it says an unnatural shift in the atmosphere's chemical makeup of a planet that we are surveying resulted in the slow but irreversible onset of an ice age, one that began before the formation of our empire and is likely to persist long after our passing. Now, the exact causes remain unknown, but probable explanations include failed terraforming attempts or even intraplanetary terrorism. Now, some of the more radical elements within the scientific community on our home planet suggest that the dramatic climate shift may have been brought on by the unchecked emissions of gases and industrial byproducts into the atmosphere. This view is confined into the scientific fringe, as it is unlikely that any race intelligent enough to achieve full industrialization would be stupid enough to accidentally wipe themselves out. And so, okay. We found out about another mass extinction event on the worlds, and now we've completed the mass extinction study. And so it says, while research expedition often yielded unexpected results, our species now has access to an unprecedented wealth of data with which to accurately model the future of our home planet. Now, initial reports suggest that our home planet will be in no real danger for at least a dozen generations, save from free cosmic events or the violent collapse of our empire. And so we have two options here. I'm gonna say and so I'm just gonna say the Grave Gnawers people should be put at ease. And so that's gonna give me a bunch of unity points here. And now back to the Tinyanki Grave Mound. And so that system that is like full of dead Tinyanki, it says, a member of our expedition team discovered while exploring a tunnel, the retrieval squad spent some days trying to locate the scientists, only to find them partially encased in a wall, body tightly wrapped in tentacles. Oh, that sounds horrifying. Now, freeing the scientists took considerable time and effort, so he's still alive. Now, the scientist was not simply tied, the wall was trying to fuse with the scientist at a molecular level, turning them into a part of the surface. Now, the scientist is now in stable condition, but refuses to leave our science ship. And even there, they keep watching the walls with extreme suspicion, as though fearing another attack. And hey, I don't blame you. I'd be freaked out too. And so now one of my scientists, let's see, has the paranoia trait. That's tragic. And so, yeah, this whole situation here is starting to be a gamble here. And so, yeah, we got about 800 alloys. Let's jump back over here to the fleet manager. I got 20 for 20 for both ships, and it looks like we have room to add 10 more ships to both commands. And so we're gonna go ahead and reinforce as many of those as we can. And now we have about 4 anchorages, and so we're able to build more than one ship at a time. Let's check out our planets. And so the home world, it's looking pretty good. We got those tile blockers cleared out. And so now I'm starting to notice a lot of crime on this planet. All right. A lot of crime here. And so we're gonna get 2 city districts up, and then we're gonna look into getting a precinct house on this world, because crime is no bueno for my world here. And so after that, you know what? I'm looking at my other planets. Everything else seems to be looking okay. This world here, we're still waiting to get that stability increased. And I wonder why the pops are so unhappy here. This is a habitable world for my species. I wonder if it's my enslaved species on this planet. Not 100% sure, but let's see. I know that I still don't have a lot of enforcers on this planet, and so until then we're just gonna have to wait. But the amenities are high for now, and so as the pops fill in this planet, I think we'll be in good hands. And so I'm gonna slow down here and wait until those pops are able to work those. Actually, you know what, let's upgrade this so we can add the elevation chamber building. That way we can convert some pops into our species. And so outside of that, we're gonna go ahead and keep our game going here. Let's see, maybe we could find another system, or we can look at this dig site once again. And so the Tinyanki are back, and our excavations unearth a complex network of tunnels extending under the surface, under the surface of the world that has the dead Tinyanki on it. And so chemical analysis confirms the walls are entirely composed of highly compressed Tinyanki tissue. The flesh still warm and hardly decomposed, despite rivaling the age of our empire. It is as if the corpse were fused together, reshaped and modified to form this place. But why? And we'll keep on digging. And so this dig site leading us to more and more questions. And yo, let's pause the game here really quickly, because this planet is all the way out of control. And let's see what we need here. And so we have clerk jobs. It looks like we have no rulers. Actually, you know what? We don't have any of my primary species here either. And so let's look into moving one of my species over to this planet. And then we could probably get away with... Oh, they have the stellar culture shock modifier, and so that's why it's not looking too hot here. But now we got a ruler on this planet. They're going to increase the amenities a tad bit and help this world out a little bit better. But until then, let's now add that. Can I add it now? Oh, I can't have the stellar culture shock modifier on this planet from invading it. So we'll have to wait before we can build that chamber of elevation. Now, over here with our traditions. Like I said before, you guys wanted me to select supremacy, and we have it, and I'm not opposed to it one bit. And so We're going to start over here on the far left side with the master shipwrights, and it says the ever-increasing scope of our shipbuilding program has led to the creation of highly skilled and efficient labor forces at our shipyard. Now, methods have continually refined, and time it takes to go from hull plating to a completed starship is now shorter than ever before. Nice, and so this is going to increase my ship build speed and decrease my ship build cost. Lone Survivor says, as recent findings regarding the extinction events are broadcasted across the Empire, stocks dramatically rise, our shareholders and customers celebrate a bright future knowing extinction is far off. Yo, I love it. I absolutely love it, Lone Survivor. That is perfect. And so, yo, now we got all these technologies that we can research. And let's see. I got plenty of food right now. I'm just going to go for 2 more star bases. That'll increase our starbase capacity from 4 to 6. For society, or no, that was my society technology. Now for my physics technology, let's try gravitic sensors. And for engineering, I'm going to research the advanced afterburners. I would love to have even faster ships, more speed. This world here, let's see. I'm actually just going to go ahead and squeeze on another sort of, let me see, I think this was going to be my agriculture world, so that actually works out perfect. We'll keep on adding farms there so that those pops that are growing on there will have jobs. In the meantime, my science ship up here, we're going to go ahead and have them begin just automating everything and having them do any and everything that's going on in the galaxy. My construction ship, on the other hand, let's see. We're going to have to wait for some expansion here. It looks like we have not surveyed these systems just yet. And so while that is going on, we're going to go ahead and start building some mining districts or mining stations in each of these 3 systems nearby. And I want to check out what's going on here with our neighbors. And so right now, relationship has gotten a little bit worse. We're at negative 260. I'm harming relations with them as well. And there we go. We're going to go ahead and declare them a rival. Now, let me go back to seeing about them being subjugated. And it's at negative 512 right now. And so I have an idea. We're going to pause and then start the game. And I'm going to say, hey, we know of a good raiding target. And boom, baby. This is what I was hoping to do this whole time. And so they say, ha! So you would have us raid one of your rivals. We are loath to get involved with your petty disputes, but with the proper incentives, I suppose it could be arranged. Who is it that you want us to attack? And so I'm going to say, hey, attack our rivals to the north, the Alvanian sovereignty, and we're going to go ahead and pay them. Oh, we need 3,000 alloys. And so we're going to hold off on that for now and maybe work towards getting those energy credits. You know, I might just be able to. Oh, I sure can. Look at that. And so let's go back and reach out to these guys. And yes, I would absolutely love to hire you for your services. We say we'll pay, teach them a lesson. And so there goes the fleet right there. It is now going to go raid them. They've declared us a rival too. And now this just got pretty interesting. And so they're full-blown hostile. Pretty sweet stuff here. And so making relationships worse. And here we have, oh, yo, I've not seen this Paragon yet, but we have Kai-Sha, who is a renowned Paragon, and she says, scans show that the woman's cloak concealed a truly shocking array of weaponry. We cannot find any official record of her existence, yet facial recognition algorithms place her in the vicinity of at least 3 high-profile assassinations. Now, she says, allow me to dispense with the formalities. You are no fool. You understand that the universe is full of dangers, most of them invisible. And so for the right price, I can reveal them. Oh, how so? And so let's go ahead and begin the questionnaire with this Paragon here. We're going to start with, who are you? She says, who I am is of no importance. Better ask what I can do for you. I'm a useful tool. Give me time, and none will dare to rebel. After all, there can't be a betrayal if the traitors are already dead. Okay, and so I'm going to say, hey, why help us? She says, working as an independent has its perks, but stability isn't one of them. After a while, one tires of playing all sides at once. To be honest, I was starting to attract too much attention. The shadow of your throne is as good a spot as any for me to lay low. Plus, it lets me try my hand at different, more subtle games. Okay. And so then I'm going to say, how can we trust you? She says, you can't and shouldn't. I sell to the highest bidder. Just make sure that that's you and there's no need to worry. Besides, if someone says that you should trust them, I would say that such a person is suspicious, perhaps even treacherous. I would immediately send them a team to bug their home, tail them, and keep tabs on whoever they meet. And so then last but not least, I'm going to say, for a spy, you come heavily armed. She says, in my line of work, surprises tend to be fatal. I like to be ready. And so I'm already at my maximum leader capacity, but hey, this is a Paragon who is a general. And so she has the martial trait. She also has the shadow broker that increases infiltration speed as long as she's on the council by 150%. Holy cow. Operation costs negative 25%, and I get 2 available envoys. Wow. On top of that, she has the spycraft trait and the eye for talent. Holy moly. And so, yeah, I'm definitely going to enlist her. Let's go to, let me see, I have a general here. Oh, that's my only general. I have 2 admirals, and so one is the Minister of Defense and the other is the Chief Officer. I'm actually going to drop the Defense Minister. I'll dismiss them, and I want the Paragon. Yes, that opens up a seat on the council, and perfect. Kai-Sha is now the Minister of Defense. And so, yeah, let's go over to our rivals here. And let's manage our spy network here. And so now we can gather information. And it's going to cost me less influence. And we should be able to do this at a much faster rate. And so, sweet. Holy moly. And so a slight change there in the council, but now we have a renowned Paragon. Whoa, 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 wait a minute. Oh, does the Empire own the system? It does not look like that, but why is nobody surveying the system? Or, oh yeah, so someone has claim on that system already. I see. I was planning to expand here, but it looks like that's going to be as far as I can go for now until we find out who and or what that is. And so now it is the age of first contacting here. I'm still waiting to get some intel on this empire before we decide if we want to attack them or not. But yeah, look at this system. 12 society tech points. We're going to go ahead and begin exploiting that after we build a research lab over those. In the meantime, we're going to jump back over here to our resources, and I'm going to start selling. I'm actually going to start selling some food through monthly trading. And so, oh, can't sell that much. There we go. We'll sell about 40 food and generate a little bit more energy credits. In the meantime, I'm going to go to one of my other worlds here, and I want to see if I can get this planet right here in particular. So this is not my agro world. This will be my agro focus world. And so we want to get more bonuses from that food there. Let's see. We still have 1 unemployed pop, and so I'm going to get another agricultural district up on this planet. And then this planet here was going to be designated to my consumer goods. And so we'll get another industrial district up here, and we'll target this one for a factory world. And so it looks like I got 1 unemployed pop as well, but we'll have that industrial district up in no time. Now, all right, look at that. Intel gathered right away. Let's see what we know. Oh, their fleets are slightly superior, and so we're gonna have to be careful here. In the meantime, we're gonna see where the Marauders. Oh wow, this all connects back up here to these guys. I'm not gonna be nabbing any aliens right now. I can only afford 1 enemy at a time. And oh, there's some sort of empire here. And so we have a little bit of intel here. It looks like this system does have a base within it. Who is there? We don't know, but we are going to find out soon. Now, I'm going to go with the quantum theory technology so that we can start improving our tech points per month. We got a couple of research labs now. I think it would be a perfect time to get to work on those. In the meantime, though, consumer goods are back on track. Ana Inc. still needs some work, but we're getting jobs on this world. And, oh, what? The Aramathian raiding fleet has been destroyed? How? And wow. And now their fleet is equal to ours. Okay, and so I'm pretty sure they won't accept subjugation. Oh yeah, definitely not now. Copy that. Well then, we'll just have to wait. We'll have to wait and see how we can play this out, because we have declared them a rival, but I feel like right now attacking them would not be a good idea. Let's see if we can make first contact with any more AI out there. And so right now we are starting first contact with whoever is in this area. I'm imagining they're probably somewhere up here as well. Back with the Tin Yankee graveyard. So we're getting close to finishing this dig site. It says, after mapping the extensive underground network of this Tin Yankee planet, our scientists realized that the tunnels closely match the structure of the Tin Yankee vascular system, but on a planetary scale. Excuse me. The pulsating walls emanate a soft warmth, the temperature slowly increasing as the expedition approaches the planet's core, where our scanners have picked up a faint life signal. Yo, that is crazy. We have found a life signal in this ginormous dead planet of Tin Yankee. All right, and so while that's underway, we're gonna jump back over here though, and I want to see about using our general to, geez Louise, look at all this infiltration we have. I feel like I didn't have all these options before, but let's see about acquiring an asset. And I'm going to look into using espionage as a weapon here in the early game against our neighbors. And so, yeah, we're going to go for the neural implants next. This is going to unlock the slave processing facility building. And that one I want to use on some of my worlds here, since I'm realizing some of my species are captured, and I'm going to be using them to get, like, that's probably why I have a lot of deviancy on some of my planets. Let's just say that. And so the egg species are indentured servitudes. Wonderful. Yeah, we're going to make sure that we increase that stability, because I'm pretty sure that's probably our biggest gripe right now. And so something's going on with my necrophytes. I don't know why it's jumping from 3 to 2 there. I've never seen it do that, but yeah, we're growing our primary species right now. And so, oh nope, we're gonna keep that on. You know, let's just make sure it's our egg species so that we can have them work on our planets. And so, what in the world? I have never seen that before. Looks like some of our species may need another job.
Complete.
And so this is my alloy designated world. I guess we can go ahead and get another industrial district up. We got a new technology, and we just found rare crystal technology. And so great. The quantum theory tech has been completed, and we're going to go ahead and add another research modifying technology up next. This will increase our researchers' output by 20%. Again, we are starting to... My home world has lots of these research labs, and so here we have like 8 researchers. And I think that's about it. I don't know if I have any other researchers on other planets, but yo, here, let's look into increasing some pop growth and amenities. And so let's get these gene clinics up on some of our planets, if we don't already have them. Here, let's see. Oh yeah, so I have 4 artificers, but I know with that gene clinic needing consumer goods, we're gonna go ahead and get another industrial district up on that planet as well, just to counter the negatives. Now we have these Delta aliens here, and we're gonna say, yo, whatever that's going on here, I'm gonna imagine it's a little risky, and these guys are hostile towards us as well. And so that may be no bueno there, but there we go. The processing facility building is complete. Let's go for artificial moral codes tech next, and for engineering tech, we're gonna go for that mineral cutting beams. But yo, let's move our resources around once again, and I'm going to buy some more alloys here because I'm ready to build some more ships. And so let's reinforce all the ships we have to go. I'm pretty sure that's enough to be just about the last group of ships we have left. And for my construction ships, I'm going to have them start automating and automatically constructing mining stations and research stations. And actually, we have a system here. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are making contact with our second normal species, or are they normal? They're evangelizing zealots. Ooh, so this is not going to be good for us either. This is not going to be good, and that looks like a rather large empire right now. Let's look into building another spy network. So there you go, we got a second spy network up. Let's actually just go ahead and see if we can propose subjugation, if that's even possible. And it looks like that's a negative there as well. And so, I was going to see if I could end my rivalry with these guys, but I got to keep them as a rival for another 6 years. And let's look into improving relations with these guys. I'd rather have, yeah, just maybe if we can team up and, you know, help you destroy them. And so it looks like no, they went ahead and closed their borders to us. And so that is not good. But yeah, let's reach out to these guys. I want to see if we can raid someone else again. Oh, we can. Nice. And so paying to send those fleets over there from the Marauders. I don't even know if they're considered Marauders, but yes, we will be putting those ships to use. In the meantime, though, we have these block of Cars here. It's like a frog-looking species, a scary-looking one at that. But yeah, we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with these guys. Now we are acquiring an asset at rapid speed here, and I would imagine that should be available here in due time. Now, the drifting fleets. What is this? Oh, a fleet of derelict warships were recently discovered in one of our systems, not far from the territory of the empire that we use, or no, actually from their borders. Which is right here in the background, right above my noggin. And so computer logs of the ships indicate that the crews fled into our space to escape some kind of clan feud. Unfortunately for them, they brought a few supplies and are soon to be starved to death. And so the ships have been adrift ever since, and our engineers have gone over their ships and they appear to be in decent condition. Now, if they are crewed, we could commission them into service with our own fleets. And so I'm gonna say, yeah, we're gonna use those. And so now I got 12 salvage ships. Let's go to our fleets here and let's get some more of our ships working around this. Oh, cool, and I completely forgot that we got destroyer ships as well. And so let's go ahead and tinker with these. I'm gonna change this a little bit so that, let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna add more missiles on this. And so I've been running with a lot of these lately. We're gonna add a laser as well, just kind of mix things up a little bit in case we need to tackle some shielding. And then I usually like to have about way more armor than I do have shielding. We already have the advanced afterburners, and then I'm gonna give this a name that symbolizes that, hey, this destroyer has missiles on it. And so there we go. We got our destroyer ship here created. And cool. Now, jumping back to that, I always close that out. Jumping back to the salvage fleet here that we now have. We're going to add that missile destroyer class we just created and some corvettes as well. And there we go. We got a new fleet based around the salvaged ships that we just found. And so cool stuff. Now, let's jump back to the Tin Yankee. Oh, what is this? Now, this is a dig site. It's been going on for pretty much the majority of the stream. It says that in a vast underground chamber, the Tin Yankee stands upright, bell-shaped head swaying lightly. Its whirly tentacles spread across the floor to connect with the outer walls of the chamber. It appears to be some sort of command unit, controlling and directing the growth of this planet-sized graveyard. Our scientists are unable to determine what kind of creature will arise from this grim process, and when it will awaken, but one thing is for sure, it will be something far, far more vast and terrible than an ordinary Tin Yankee. And so, let's see here. I'm going to go with monitoring its growth without harming it. And now this site has been fully excavated, and we just gained 9,000 society tech points from that. In the meantime, we can expand the council as well, and so we're going to go ahead and do that. And through that agenda here, we have two options. We have the pharmaceutical executive or the master crafters. Now, I mentioned earlier about our civics here that because of my civics, the pharma craft or the Pharma-Corp, we can now use this council seat. And I got to try it out here because it's going to increase pop growth speed, which is definitely what we want. We're going to need a leader for this here. And so, yeah, this is the old leader we had before. Athith and Insnoth. The thing is this is going to put me over my leader capacity, but man, this poor guy, he's paranoid. And so we're going to hold off on that. Instead, let's go for, what is this? Politician? Oh, yeah, let's go for this. Oh, this is my head of research. Yeah, so I'm going to have to... Oh, so these are my leaders. Okay, so yeah, I have a couple of scientists that I can assign to this. Sorry, I got that mixed up there for a second. In that case, we'll go with our governor. Cool stuff. And so now we have this pharmaceutical council seat that's being worked. Let's go to our agenda here. And I'm kind of curious. I want to see if there's anything that can increase our pop growth even further. And so it looks like I don't have anything outside of the infinite opportunities, which increases pop's happiness, which trickles down into pop growth. And so we'll go ahead and put that to use. Oh no, these guys have now declared me a rival. Could Necro-Corp be in trouble? We have some corporate rivals right now, 2 of them. And let me see what their relative power is looking like. We still gotta, let me see. Manage that spy network. Let's get some intel on these guys. We sure did. We built an empire here, and we're gonna start spying with our handy dandy Paragon general that allows us to use pretty much all espionage abilities a little bit faster. Now back here to my home world, let's look into adding that. Wait a minute, I think there was, oh, here it is. The slave processing facility. Let me move this out of the way so my noggin's not blocking it, but this will increase slave pop resource output by 5%. It'll decrease automatic resettlement chances by -50%. And so, yeah. And so here we go. We'll get that squared away, and I might just add that to, let me see what my other planets are looking like. This world seems to be okay right now, but I want to see how that building is going to impact my pops. And so here, I want to see if we can get that chamber of elevations up just yet. Can we? Actually, I need minerals. Okay. There we go. And so we'll be sure to get that on here as well. Here's another world we invaded a while back. And the crime has went down. The stability's back up. Chamber of elevations is ready to go as well. And we'll come back to these planets in a bit. Now, consumer goods, skyrocketing. We're at 19 consumer goods right now. We were at like negative something before. Energy credits, on the other hand, we got to flip this around. And so either we got to find a planet, which there's not many of those nearby. And so we may have to start squeezing some energy grid buildings onto my world right now. And so let me see if I can get my hands on some more minerals here. And yeah, we'll just add a energy grid to a few of these planets here. And so I'm waiting for this building here. We got to keep in mind we got 20% crime, 66% stability. We've converted 2 more pops on Pharma Co. This is my second world that this planet we actually colonized. We didn't take it from anyone. Now, what is this? Our spy master launched a quiet investigation into his own operatives on this green empire over here on the left side that we're spying on right now. The block of Karus. And so after noticing a recent drop in their performance, he has discovered these operatives skimming from resources located to intelligence gathering and bribes. These goods and currencies are being reinvested elsewhere into the Karuna business concerns, earning the operatives a comfortable profit at our expense. Now, as a result, their attention and loyalties have clearly become divided. Progress on gathering information has been put on hold for the moment until our spy master can reassert operational efficiency. And so I'm going to say dispose of these operatives. We can't have traitors out representing my empire. And so, going back to our science ship here, let's see. Is there nothing left to do in our borders? Wow. There's not much I can have them do. And so I'm going to send our first scientist here to my home planet to assist in research. Now, I'm assuming here that there's not going to be much for my civilian scientists to do at the moment. And so we're going to go ahead and start tending back to our fleets here. And so another thing I'm going to want to do as well is get some more bases built up. And I'm going to work along the choke points that I have. Here we have gained an asset from our first rivals. And so, holy moly, I want to get some more intel on these guys. Let's see what's up. And I am way over my naval cap right now. Wow. And so they're still pretty equal to us. Pretty equal. Okay. Sweet. And so we have gained an asset from them. That is letting me know that that has been acquired. And let's see how much my energy goes back up. All right, so not too much, but those espionage operations do burn a little bit into your energy credits and influence. And so let's see. We have this asset now that we can put to use. And let's see. I don't really see anything outside. I would like to arm some privateers a little bit later on, but we'll cross that bridge a little bit later on. With the block of Cruz, we've got some intel on these guys now. Let's see what we have learned. Not enough. I got to know what their relative power is. And so let's go back and gather some more intel from these guys again. And then we'll come back to them a little bit later on. Now, looking around, you know, I could use more resources. I could pretty much use a little bit of everything right now. And so we're going to get another base up here in a bit if I can upgrade it. And we're going to start building some anchorages. We already got a couple of shipyards. We're well over our naval capacity. Let's see. And now all my scientists, like I said, they don't have much to do in the galaxy. And oh, let's check it out. The raiders have attacked them again. Now I'm going to check their fleet power this time around and see if it was enough for us to possibly declare war against our rival. I just want to wait and see if that... Oh, they're inferior. And we still can't propose subjugation to them, but man, I wish I had my fleets over there. We're going to grab all these guys and we're going to go ahead and move them to their borders because I'm hoping here by the time my fleets get over there, I might look into hiring the Marauders again to attack them. And so here we have the artificial moral codes. It decreases crime and like low stability and things like that. Now we're going to go for that Fleet Academy next. That way we can get some more naval capacity from the anchorages on our bases. And so outside of that, let's go ahead and sell some minerals here. And the energy credits, we're going to need a lot more of those. We're going a little bit lower into the negative deficit there. So what does this do exactly? Okay, so this is saying that it increases slave pop resource output. Let's look into adding a energy grid to our homeworld now. Same here, like this planet, I might have to juggle some resources here, but we'll wait a little bit. Actually, this is supposed to be my, this is my unofficial forge world. But yeah, we'll go ahead and add some more industrial districts here to get some more alloys. Here we got the Chamber of Elevations on the way. I see that the crime has went down a little bit, but we still got a lot of work to do with this planet. And so once the Chamber of Elevations is up, let's see. It's going to open up a, I think it's not a priest job. It's a necrophyte. There we go. And so yeah, that'll be another specialist job. So we're going to need another industrial district here in a bit as well. And so I try to build the buildings ahead. I know what some buildings upkeep is. And so when I build a building, I try to find another planet that has that designation if we need that resource to kind of match it. That way we're not losing too much of one resource. And so here is another world that we can probably add one of those facilities to. It looks like I am running a little low right now on the minerals. And so let's keep our game going here. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of management here, trying to get these planets on track. And so cool stuff. While we do that, I'm looking over here at these guys, and oh, they're pathetic to us as well. I wonder what happened with them. Are they at war? So they're rivaling to multiple empires, but their fleet power is pathetic compared to ours. Now I got all my ships currently moving. We've gathered some more information. Okay, so that's where that came from. We now know their relative power. And so, yeah, no worries there. We're gonna go ahead and prepare to attack up here towards the top. Let me double check here. So yeah, their fleet power is now equal to ours. These guys are pathetic compared to us, and I almost want to attack them instead. Oh, -10 energy credits. That is terrible. Hold up. Who are you? And we got to find out where you are because... yeah, we got to let you go. I'm sorry, my friend. We're going to head over here to our leader tab because this leader that we have, let's go to our scientist. Man, all of my scientists have some terrible traits right now. But this one in particular is hurting our energy credit output, and so I'm going to actually dispose of them, and we're going to select, you know what, maybe we could get another governor. Let's get a governor to, oh, actually I have a sector governor, but we're going to get a governor on this planet here since it has the most crime on this planet. And let's see if there's a species. Actually, this is going to be my agro world, and so having a species with the fertility preacher increases pop growth speed and food from jobs. Cool. So there we go. We got another one. Another one. Now let's go to our base here. We just built this, not this one. This one here. Wait, which one? Here we go. This one. And we're going to go ahead and add some anchorages now. We are definitely going to need those. And we don't have the fleet naval logistics building just yet.
This tech had better generate some revenue.
But yeah, those two anchorages should help us out a little bit with our naval cap. We got a mining station output increase through technology as well. And we're going to go for that deep core mining next. This gives me extra minerals from my mining jobs. And which right now minerals is like our #1 resource right now. And so I'm kind of building all my resources up at once. Not necessarily one area that I'm focusing on. Just trying to make sure we stay out of the negatives. But we're not doing too bad. We could use a lot more energy credits. I was kind of hoping for another world right now, but I don't see any habitable worlds anywhere near me. And so here I got all of my fleets getting closer to our rivals' borders, but I don't know if attacking them right now is going to be our best option. And so let's see if I can get maybe another raid going here. And they have not recovered yet. Well, when are you going to be finished recovering? I'll come back to them at the end of the year. But I need them to be done with that. Now let's go to our government tab. Let's look at some of our policies and edicts. And right now our diplomatic stance is set to expansionist. That's not going to work anymore. We're going to need something a little bit better than that. And so I'm thinking, we could go for mercantile, increasing trade value. We could go for belligerent, increasing naval capacity. And I think that's what I might lean towards right now, but I could see myself going down that mercantile tree a little bit later on in the game. Belligerent, we'll select it, and that increased my naval capacity. Now let's go ahead and deselect this map of the stars, since our scientists have pretty much surveyed all there is to survey right now. And you know what? Let's go for fortifying the border. It gives me an extra 2 star bases, and it increases the star base upgrade speed. Now, while we got that activated, let's go ahead and utilize that. So here we're gonna go ahead and upgrade a base. And I think that's all the alloys I have to do right now. And so the Naval Logistics Office is complete. We have a Society Tech option available, and let's go with the ground defense planning, because I could imagine myself having some more armies here in the future. Now, we just converted another 3 pops into Necroids. They become one of us. They've become one of us. Now, my home world is practically filled up. There's no more room here. I got to upgrade this planetary administration to open up this last locked building slot, but this planet is jam-packed. Wow. Actually, can I establish branch offices on other planets? Let's check and see. Oh, we must have a commercial pact with the Empire before we can do that. And so up here, let's see. You guys still have an equal fleet power to ours. My fleets are right at their borders as well. We're just waiting for these raiders to... Oh, yes, they're available. And so we're to pay, if I can. We're gonna see if we can pay them some energy credits. I think we might have enough. I'm literally selling everything that I have right now. Oh yeah, we definitely will. But at what cost? Everything. To teach them a lesson. And so, yeah, we'll see what the Marauders do to their fleets. In the meantime, we're gonna be getting ready to attack them. Let's check out here. So they got a 1.8k base in that neighboring system right there. I think we have more than enough fleet power to take that down. But ladies and gentlemen, we are about to prepare for our first war in this Necro-Corp playthrough.
Wow, we really hit this tech out of the ballpark.
So tune in here in just a moment. We're about to get ready for battle here in a second. Let's go with let's see. Well, you know what? Maybe we can just go for some colony development speed. Like I said, I probably might have to go down some sort of... Oh wait, are these systems in my borders? They're absolutely not. I completely skipped these. Holy moly. And so yeah, we'll go ahead and get these star bases queued up here. And we have another tradition available. And so our second tradition of the stream, continuing with supremacy, we're gonna go with the Fleet Logistics Corps. Now, with ships often deployed across vast interstellar distances, a dedicated logistics corp is needed to make things run smoothly. And so this is going to decrease ship upkeep and increase naval capacity by 20%. I'm pretty sure that should be enough. Boom, baby. we're back under our naval capacity. And so now is going to be a great time to reinforce some of our ships. We got some more new technology, and that was for the army modifiers. And the colonial centralization is definitely going to be our next. That'll be an upgradable building for all my planets. Just checking up here to see if our rivals are suffering any losses thanks to our marauding neighbors. And cool stuff. Our ships are getting reinforcements on the way. And we've made another encounter with another AI empire or something. We're not sure yet, but I don't have any envoys available right now to even reach out to them. And so these guys we are on the verge of declaring war against. Let's see, this is my head of researcher, and yeah, we'll go with the engineering focus technology. And they still will not accept subjugation from us, and so I just want to make sure, yes, I will be able to declare war on them when I choose to. These guys are still pathetic compared to us. And we have converted, let's see here, 6 pops into necrophages, and so even better. Yes, and we can go ahead and upgrade our planetary administration building as well. This is a wonderful day. A wonderful day for my Necroid species. Now, here on my home planet, we got a lot of crime brewing up here. We do have an enforcer. What is going on with this planet? And so I think right now we're going to replace this gene clinic here with maybe a... I want to go another precinct house because, man... Let's give it a shot. So we'll see if the precinct house helps. I hate to take away from my pop growth, but that planet is jam-packed right now. And I don't have a lot of worlds right now, so I want to be careful here and not risk overwhelming my planets with just too many pops. And so that pop growth is being pretty nice. Oh, and what is this? What is this? Right in the middle of my empire. Oh, it's the crystalline shard. Copy that. And so up here, we're checking out and seeing if... oh, here they are. The Marauders are on their way. And so we have a new election upcoming. Atep Untakik has been... Oh, wait, that wasn't it. Natu Aku. Here we go. And so that's been our chief executive officer, kind of like our president of our empire for this entire run. They've won 2 terms. Will they win a second one? I'm going to let the people vote. I'm also going to wait for this fleet to go ahead and attack. And actually, you know what? While they do that, I'm going to go ahead and just declare war. Their fleets are inferior to us right now. I got 900 influence, and so we're going to make claims too. And I'm claiming everything. Everything that I can claim right now. And so this is enough to make a little baby vassal right here. Make claims. There we go. And this is a conquering claim war. There we go. Our war against the Alvanian sovereignty. And so it has begun. We're going to let that... There we go. That fleet has moved in. This is the mercenary fleet. Perfect timing right now. They're going to take down that base with a piece of cake there. And we don't even have to send many of our ships into this system.
Engaging hostile station.
And so there it is. First base conquered. Success. We now have full control of that system. Holy moly, there are 3. Oh my goodness. Look at all these Gaia worlds. Look at the Gaia worlds. They are so magnificent. We have found a system with 6 Gaia worlds. 6 Gaia worlds. Let's see what happens with this. All right. So many Gaias. I know. So many Gaias. Look at all those Gaia worlds. And so absolutely wonderful. It's a paradise. And so let's go for that improved strike craft engineering technology next. But yes, we will definitely be keeping our eye. I believe I have claims on this system. But no worries, we'll come back to this system in a bit. There's no base there, so we will not be worrying about that. I want to keep an eye on where... There we go, the Marauders are moving forward. And so they're going to move forward into that system. We're going to follow right behind them. And let's help these troops out here in this battle here. And so here we go. The Marauders are already attacking the base. We are on the way as well. We're going to go ahead and select the chemical plants building technology next. And here we are, following their fleets.
We're gonna make a pretty hole in their defenses.
And so there it is. Yes, using the Marauders to help us out right now. They are attacking the empire we are at war with. We timed it perfectly. We were already waiting at their borders. Let's look into, let's see here, managing our spy network. And so on top of that, I could arm privateers. Holy moly. and I'm lacking influence. But man, having a Marauder Empire attack another empire, especially in the early game, then having a Privateer uprising happen, that is craziness. And so I think now I'm just like, I'm like learning that I can do all of that together. And so, yeah, we have a chance here. There's an open world available. We're going to go ahead and start bombarding it. And we're going to move our armies in. And so, death from above, the orbital bombardment of the world we're about to bombard, has sparked our council to discuss how we should respond to hypothetical scenario of a surrender. We'll allow their surrender. And so the policy on orbital surrender acceptance is set to allowed. And so, yes, right now we are bombarding Vitilic, the planet that has a abandoned colony archaeological dig site on it. This will be good for my scientists to start researching here. And so, speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and move them up in this direction as well. That way, if we have any debris that we come across, which I see there already that there is some, we will get to work on that. And so, we'll move my ships around, my civilian ships. Planet Marbell. We can now upgrade the planetary capital building, and that'll open up a building slot, and we can squeeze in a few more jobs on that planet. Actually, on all of my planets. Let's go ahead and knock out the naval capacity situation we have going on right now as well. Pharmaco, plenty of jobs open. Same for the rest of my planets. And so all the other planets looking pretty good. Let's go back and acquire some more alloys. And so, yeah, we got about 37 food. We'll add about another 20 food to the market that we are selling. And where are these other fleets? I want to make sure that we are not getting attacked in my home system. They are here. We're going to have a little bit of action go down, but right now, oh, this is going to be a bigger battle. Let me grab my fleets. I'm going to move them behind the Marauder ships so that they attack them first. And then we'll come back. And there we go. Boom, baby. And so just trying to keep my ships from taking losses. And yeah, that worked out perfectly. And so as hostile ships enter the system, we're going to keep our eye on that. But for now, we are just bombarding a planet until their forces have been weakened. And I may just invade it. I may... Ooh, Fertility Preacher. Yes, tier 2. But yeah, my army should be here in a little bit. Actually, they already are here. Let me check how many armies are on this planet. There's 37 pops. Oh yeah, they're getting conquered. Let me see. Do I have my general? Yes. Kai-Sha here, my Minister of Defense. We're going to assign her to this army. And let's see here. She actually doesn't have any army modifiers. Oh, just army upkeep, ship upkeep, and things like that. But we're going to send her out into battle now. Take that planets for me. Do it, my Paragon. Oh yeah, they're still 2 systems away. So while that's going to go down, we're going to go back to our home system here. And let's look for some bases that we can upgrade. I've added a few star bases a while back. And we're going to add some more anchorages until we get over that, or over that capacity again. And we'll add the naval logistics. And so there we go. Naval logistics on both of those. And let's look for another location, preferably in my sector, like this one here. We're going to maybe add... Let's sell some food real quick. We're going to add another base here. This is going to be our 6th star base. Protecting... I try to start like by starting near my home world and then expanding outward. But pretty much, let's break down what's happening here. And so, we're currently at war all the way up here towards the top. Now, as we scroll down, here is where my home system is located. Night Shift. Now, these lines here, they all connect here. This is a choke point leading to my home world and anything that's in this area. And so, this lane here kind of goes all the way around my borders and so on and so forth. And so, any way any other empire can really attack me is if they travel from here along this way, and they have to go all the way down until they reach my sector, and then eventually back up here. And so pretty much I'm just building building stations in my choke points and then just branching outward so that any empire that attacks my outer systems, yeah, sure, you know, they'll be able to take those bases a little bit easier. But as they get closer and closer to my home world, the difficulty is going to increase. I'm trying to wear them down as they get closer to my home systems. And so the Alvanian sovereignty, we're losing some intel on them, but no worries because they're still pretty inferior to us. And my pharmaceutical executive has a trait here. And so let's go for... gotta go for that. Pop growth speed seems nice right now, but let's go for the pop amenity usage from the industrialist trait. I feel like we have a lot of pop growth right now. I think we would benefit from some happier species on my planets. And so my home world, it's got rid of that crime is gone. Stability is still up. It's at 69.
Hostile takeover initiated.
And yo, here we go. We got an invasion underway. Oh, look at this. And so they're attacking our fleets once again. We outnumber them total. There it is. We've invaded our first world from that empire. And yeah, we have this new mystic order that just arrived. And so, oh, they're carabineers. Wonderful. They say, nah. Divine intervention has brought us to your lands carrying many wondrous things. We are the new mystic order, and our deals have been forged by the goodness of fortune herself. Now, our fleets travel the divine currents of cosmic energy, wherever the winds of fortune take us, bringing new deals every time we enter your lands. Now, for a modest donation of wonders of the universe could be yours. All transactions and credits, please. And so, not right now. I'm at war. And, oh, what? Why did we attack them? That's pretty strange. And so, all of a sudden, their ships just turned hostile towards us. But, hey, they served their purpose. We got our planet that we wanted. Now I'm going to send my scientists forward to start researching this left-behind ship debris. All right, so there's about, they got about a 1.1k fleet here. I think if we were to send our ships over in that direction, we could probably get away with taking them out as long as we stay out of reach of that base there. But they're hanging out right outside the edge of the out of the edge of that system. And so they may either meet us in our system, our new system. Oh yes, and here we go. Wait, where's my fleets? And so here we go. Yeah, we're gonna hang out here, and that's what we want. We want their ships to come to us, giving them the business, and boom, that is an easy peasy victory right there. And we're gonna go ahead and attack the base now. Excellent. And so cutting through their borders like butter. And so yeah, now we're attacking the base. And is this their home system? Holy cow, it sure is. We are now going to begin bombarding their planets.
We built something.
And so, yo, for engineering tech, we're going to go with that quantum field manipulation. Our energy credits have taken a skyrocketing skydive, right? Not a skydive, but they've elevated by a lot. And so now our naval capacity is all the way up through the roof. And so we're going to start building some more shipyards. But holy moly, things are starting to work out for us now in this galaxy. And so we are definitely getting some traction there. And so war exhaustion gain is going to be my next tech that I research, but now we are bombarding the planet Old Alvania. This is their forge capital. And speaking of which, for my home world, we're going to add another job here, preferably another tech job, a research lab. And we're going to designate this planet. Can I make it a tech world? Oh, bummer. We can't make it a tech world. An extraction world? What? I'm gonna make it the Empire capital. That seems like our best option right now. All right, and so yeah, we got that final research lab on the way. We've got a whole lot happening here, and our homeworld looks phenomenal. I'm glad to see it still prospering. And so this is now going to be designated as my official Forge world. Wonderful. This is my factory world, and so this is looking pretty solid as well. Let's see, I don't have any enforcers, and so that's why we have a little bit of deviancy on this planet. And this is my agro world, and so for my agro world, let's see, can I clear out any districts? I cannot right now. We'll need to get the quicksand basin technology to clear out some of these districts here, and so we'll keep that in mind. Let's jump over to the fleet manager, and let's reinforce as many ships as we can. May have to get another fleet up here in a little bit. And so, yo, it looks like I have a leader option available. And let's go back to our planets. I like the idea of having governors on my world. In this case here, wait a minute. Wait a second. All right, so my home world has a leader. Did one of my governors die or something? I'm not sure, but since Anna Inc. has a little bit of crime, let's go ahead and get this leader here not to on. Oh, is he not the leader anymore? Wow. So my old ruler is now just a governor. But yes, he has the Iron Fist trait, and that will increase slave pop resource output by 10%. Now, how many species I have like that, I'm not sure. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and sell some of these resources here so we can build even more ships. And so there we go. We spent all our alloys on ships. Let's check out this sovereignty, and let's go back to the espionage tab. Still need some more infiltration. So right now I'm not gaining anything at the moment, but yeah, there's nothing I really care to do right now. I'm curious, can governors now create their own armies and ships? Not that I know of. I think it's like, so Mike Brown, I think it's if like you, depending on the planet. All right, here, we'll go to our governors. And so here on my home world, here is my governor. These are the things that they can do. They increase my my input of alloys by 8. All right, they also, as if they're on my council, they increase pop growth speed and habitability. And so it's not really them creating their own armies and ships, but there are some leaders that can have traits like that. Like if you have like a admiral type like ruler, they'll have traits that can yeah, give them armies and ship modifiers. And so in particular, I have it's not a governor. Okay, let's just go to our leaders here really quick. No, it's not admirals either. It's my general. So here's my general. They actually, this is a bad example. I'm sorry. This is a terrible example because they have no traits for ships or anything like that. But yeah, I wouldn't say governors build ships. They can add modifiers. All right, so back over here, we're getting ready to invade our rival's home world. This is the first war that we're in, Mike Brown, and anyone that may be joining here on this YouTube channel, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, we're getting ready to invade this world. I just want to see how many armies they have. 463, and so we're going to go ahead and continue bombarding the planet until we weaken those fleets. Now, over here, I'm going to go ahead and declare these guys a rival. They declared us a rival. We're going to return the favor. And while we're busy with that, I was going to try and... Let me try something real quick. I don't know if I'll have enough energy credits, but I was going to send the Marauders to attack them. And so pretty much what I did here was I used the Marauders to attack these guys first, and then we went to war with them while they were being attacked by the Marauders. Now, this is a interactive Stellaris playthrough, and so in between each stream, if you guys go to my YouTube community post, you will be able to vote and decide on things that happen in my game. Now, in this case here, in between the first episode and this stream, you guys voted for the Supremacy Tradition Tree to be completed. We're completing it now. And so War Games is going to be our third Supremacy Tradition. It says a strong war game tradition has taken root among the senior officers of our fleets. Whether the games be computer simulations or actual exercises in space, this has encouraged our admirals to think outside the box, resulting in numerous tactical innovations and new technologies. And so this is going to increase our fleet command limit by another 20. I think Stellaris might be working on governors and building armies and ships like Imperator Rome. That's lit. Yo, I haven't heard about this, but that'll be interesting. As always, Stellaris changing up the game. Do you play? So Mike Brown, do you play Stellaris a lot? Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? I'm always looking for fellow Stellaris enthusiasts because we have this Discord channel here that I'll post in the links below the VOD of the stream. But yeah, you can join our Discord, and we have, actually, I don't know if is my button not working here? I don't think it's working in the YouTube chat. I'm sorry, I'll have to automate that some way. But yeah, we do have a Discord channel. We talk Stellaris and things like that. I'll update it after the stream. But yeah, if you want to hang out and chat some more, feel free to stop on by. We have a little small community of people. Really cool, I would say a cool, chill, small community. And yeah, we just talk about gaming, things like that. And so yeah, you all are more than welcome. It is an open lobby for anyone to join, or an open server. Now, I got my science ship here. We are able to research all the debris that is left in these systems. And here in a bit, we are about to take our rivals' home world. That garrison, though, is still increasing. And so, uh-oh. We got some attacking fleets nearby. This is my base as well. I have full control of it, but I cannot, it would seem I cannot upgrade the starbase. I can't build any defensive platforms or anything like that. And so let's see here about, let me see, could I settle the status quo? I would get 1 planet and 2 systems. That's not enough. I need their homeworld. Now, Stellaris mini DLCs right now is kind of expensive, but I do watch a lot of Let's Plays. Nice. Well, yeah, I'm glad you found me here. I stream a lot on Twitch, but I just started getting into streaming onto YouTube, and so now I'm just trying to make the most of it, and yeah, just kind of have some fun growing a community here. And so yeah, again, I appreciate you stopping by. And yeah, we've made contact with another empire. They're peaceful traders. So these guys I'm going to try to be friends with this time. We've found about 3, maybe, yeah, I want to say 3, 4 empires. And out of those 4 empires, 3 of them pretty much hate us. And so let's see if we, oh, we found another one. So 2 of them, a Federation builder. So this must be a Federation we just found. Let me go over here, and yeah, they're towards the bottom of my borders. And so I'm going to see about establishing an embassy with these guys. Oh, perfect. And they look like they are all about being friends with us right now. And so, yes, we will definitely accept that. Over here, yes, establish the embassy. These guys are actually receptive to us. And so, perfect. We could potentially form some allies. And yeah, as long as these guys remain inferior to us, I am A-okay with that. And so, wow. Found some friends in the galaxy. And so, do you think the new DLC Galactic Paragons is worth the money? I would say yes. I would say yes. And so I like the characters. I like role playing. This adds a whole new element to like I wouldn't say new now, but like, I mean, it just adds a new element to leaders. I will say the leader cap. I think that sometimes I kind of gripe about that a little bit later on in my games, but depending on what DLCs you have, I kind of got all the DLC at once, and so they're all kind of mixed up for me, but I enjoy Galactic Paragon. Some people are hit and miss with it. I think it's not bad. And so, yeah, I like interacting with more different types of leaders. Like in this case here, we had this Paragon Kai-Sha. This was my first time encountering her, but cool stuff. Having Paragons is kind of cool. Is it game, like, do you absolutely need it? Absolutely not. I don't think so, but is it fun to have? Yes, I would say so. And so, yeah, we're trying to stop these guys from taking back their old base. We also have some embassy offers from the Federation builders over here. And can we get here in time? Hopefully so. Oh no, Starbase lost, but we got our fleets entering orbit. Oh, perfect. A non-aggression pack? Yes, we will definitely take those. And here it is. Fleet taken. Their fleet's been lost. Now we're going to take some more of their systems. They made a grave mistake right there, performing a counterattack. We must punish the Xenos even more. And so this time we're going to do a little wraparound and just attack a few of their systems. We're going to try and weaken that economy, bring them to their knees. And, oh, a rivalry has been ended. Perfect. Epic, just joined the Discord. Thank you. Yo, after the stream, I usually, I don't do anything. I try to focus on the stream while I'm streaming, but after it's over, I'll jump right over to that Discord channel, and anyone that joins, I welcome them. I do a lot of the things in there myself. I like to make it kind of feel like that, sort of like, kind of like a local type of Discord where I don't want to like feel like a computer is like doing everything for me. And so yeah, I'll be sure to say hello after the stream. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, if you guys got anything you want to share Stellaris related, or anything gaming or anything like that related, you just want to chat with some friends or make some new friends, like I said, that Discord is open up to everyone. And so yo, this war is still going on at hand, and now we are starting to progress here. We have not lost a lot of ships at all. And so I'm going to go ahead and reinforce everything I have with the alloys that I have. We just spent a bunch. And yeah, I'm thinking if they improve the ground combat and allow leaders to build their own armies, it'll be, I'll be all over this game. Nice. Nice. Now, I know this is kind of like a lot to ask for, but, and like, I can imagine like, yeah, it's just, I don't expect this to ever like happen, but man, getting like a total war kind of system in Stellaris would like, I think would be super sweet. Like if you invaded a planet and then it just like zooms in on the planet and you got to control the armies, that would be so freaking sweet. But nonetheless, I enjoy a lot of Stellaris. And so if you're here for the first time, I pretty much play a majority of this. And yeah, on my Twitch page, we're going to be like experimenting with different games as well. But oh, another empire.
station?
Oh, these are our rivals. They're making claims on some of my systems. No worries. You can't back it up. And so here we're attacking another base. Uh-oh. And they're doing a counterattack here. And so we're gonna have to send our ships back over here in a bit, but they may be able to get that system back. Is my armies over here? Do I have my armies? Oh, my armies are on this planet. Wow. So have we invaded their homeworld? Oh, we have not yet, but we need to get back over here as soon as we can.
Debris analyzed.
I love that too, but might not happen for many years. Yeah, that'd be sweet. I am a Total War fan, and so the next Total War game I plan on hopping on is the Egypt one. I can't remember the name of it, but I have some plans for that. I do play a little bit of Crusader Kings as well. And so yeah, if those are games you like, mostly Paradox Interactive and strategy micromanagement games, you're in the right place. And so yeah, we lost the base. We're gonna try and get that back. I'm gonna try to catch the fleet off guard here. And so I'm actually gonna move, actually better yet, I'm gonna move right to this system, but we're gonna travel along the outskirts unless the fleet leaves. If the fleet leaves, we'll go right for the base. And so, oh, thank goodness. My other rival is now at war. Perfection. All right, cool. So they actually left that system. We're gonna go ahead and just attack the base instead. So that is still a pretty weakly defended base. Now, this is where the fun begins because we have our first commercial pack, and let's see what we get for it. We'll get 23 energy credits, and for them, they'll get 8 energy credits and 4 consumer goods. And so now it begins. I want as many of those commercial agreements as we can have. And I meant to look at who we just formed that with. And so let's go to our contacts tab here. And for my empire, the Necro-Corp, yes, yes. This is the empire we have that commercial pack with. And so they actually are a subject. And let me see. What was it I was going to get ready to do with these guys? Oh, I want to go to their planet and see if they have any holdings. And so it appears this is their home world. Oh, their overlord has the holdings on their planet. And so they beat us to it. And so actually, this is another corporation. Wow. I don't know how I feel about that. Could we have some potentially future Corpo wars? If Stellaris turns into something like Crusader Kings and Total War, I'd never go to work. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And so, yo, things are looking pretty solid here. We just got to catch this hostile fleet right now. But we're attacking this base here, and we should be able to grab it. Another agreements. We will take all of them. All the agreements. And so, gene tailoring. This is going to be a fun technology to research next because my subspecies that we are turning into necrophages.
Station under attack.
They don't have many traits. Actually, they don't have any traits at all. They just have a planet preference. And so I'm going to use that gene tailoring technology to tinker around with their genes. All right, so we finally caught their fleet here. Can we finally take them down? They keep escaping. And boom, they were annihilated. Holy moly. And so let me grab my science ship here, and you know what? Let's go ahead and evaporate the science ship. Is that still here? There we go. So that's been cleared out. We have another engineering technology. Jeez Louise. So much is happening right now in the game. We're gonna jump back to our science ship and let's research all the debris that is in this system. And for my fleets, we're gonna push them forward. Now, we were bombarding their home world. I'm gonna attack this last base here. This seems to be where their ships keep coming from. And we're gonna get to the bottom of this situation. Now, there are, holy moly, 3 habitable worlds in this system. We're gonna take those as well. And here is another commercial deal giving us 60. So another agenda. It is available. The Citizen Pop Happiness modifier from the Infinite Opportunities is going to be increased to 10% when we launch the agenda. And now let's go with military buildup next. We need some more ships. We need them faster, and if we can get them cheaper, even better. And so up here with our physics technology, next up, let's go with hyperlane breach points. Cool. And so this is the process of us elevating a civilization through domination. And I'm not seeing a lot of their, I don't see a lot of their planets around. Oh, they have one down here now. All right, so here we go. We are approaching another system. This one in particular has 3 habitable worlds. And if we take this system, that'll be very juicy for my species, because that is going to be a lot of pop growth and a lot of more resources and everything like that. And so there it is. That system is now under our control. Let's begin bombardment policies, and we're going to start with some of these worlds here and just work our way. Actually, you know what? We're going to go back to the home system. Let's go back to their home world. We're going to finish bombarding this planet as my armies. We're going to embark them. You see armies, embark all. And I want them to move to this system. There we go. And so we got some armies on the way, and holy moly, we are taking it to the Alvanian sovereignty. And so, yeah, they've built up another star base down here. It looks like they got a little small fleet that is in that department, but no worries. We will deal with them in a bit. My science ship, on the other hand, can go ahead and research some more debris. And man, oh man, this war is going very well right now. Both of our war exhaustion, both is at 69. And so I think right now we could maybe get away with invading a few more of their worlds, and then I'd be more than okay with settling the status quo here and making this new territory a subject. And so yeah, outside of that, this is our home planet. Everything's looking pretty solid, no crime. A galactic community. What a wonderful time for the galactic community to spawn up. And so as more and more spacefaring civilizations establish formal relations with one another, the galaxy is becoming a vibrant and lively place. To avoid tragic misunderstandings between nations, an increasing number of diplomats have called for the establishment of a new pan-galactic organization, a community, if you will, where the empires of the galaxy can meet to discuss important matters. Should the Necro-Corp pledge its support for the creation of the galactic community? Why would we not? And so I'm going to say, yes, this is a worthy endeavor. I can't imagine all the trade profits we get. And so here is the galaxy before we join the galactic community, and we'll see what it looks like in a bit afterwards. Now, we're going to go ahead and select our 4th tradition in the supremacy tree. I'm going to get ready for work, but I'll pop back in and get him whenever I see you live again. Thank you. Hey, Mike Brown, thank you for stopping by, and we will be back on, what is today? Today is Wednesday. Friday, we're going to be streaming some more. I like to put together these long-form campaigns. Sometimes they can take a few days. Sometimes they can take a month. And so, yeah, we'll be streaming this a bunch in this upcoming month. But yeah, thank you for stopping by again, and have a wonderful rest of your day at work. And so yes, overwhelming force is our next technology, or our next tradition here. And it's perfect that we get this one, because it says everything must be brought to bear on the enemy if victory is to be assured. A swift and decisive attack can paradoxically save lives than would have been used to needlessly lost in a prolonged engagement. And so this is good, because right now we're bombarding planets, and the effect of this tradition increases orbital bombardment damage by 20%. And it increases ship fire rate by 10%. And so that is very nice. And so yes, we will select that, and now we'll be able to bombard planets more efficiently. And so yeah, I want to reach out to the Marauders. I'm going to say, hey, we know of a good raiding target. I want them to attack the block of Karus. And we'll say goodbye, just so that we keep our enemies busy. And these guys have sent us an insult. Little do they know that insults don't win wars. And so here we are, still bombarding their home planet. Let's see what their armies look like. 464 to my 385. And so we'll spend some more time bombarding this planet. We're doing some damage to their armies. And yeah, that'll wear down over time. And so while that's going on, let's go ahead and get this research agreement activated. Wow, do we have that much more research than they do? Yeah, their fleets are still pathetic compared to ours as well. I'm looking for my first subject. And so while we wait for that, let's see. Can I reinforce my ships? That's the next question here. Click to reinforce all current fleets to capacity. No fleets are in need of reinforcements. What? Am I building ships? No. Interesting. In that case here, we're going to go ahead and build up another ship then, so that we can start another fleet. Better yet, I'm going to build 3 separate corvettes. That way we get those fleets going there. All right, and so here's our Chief Executive Officer. Back at it, our new Chief Executive Officer. And we're going to give them that principal trait. I like to go for those Empire Council traits, especially if they are on the council. And so while that is going on, man, we got this new dig site right next to us. I think I might go ahead and get started on that. Or better yet, let's research some more debris, and then we'll start that dig site. Actually, we can't until I think we have to fully claim the system. And so 3 more pops converted. Wonderful. We have a governor here, our old ruler leader. And let's go for that fertility preacher, especially since I may be getting a bunch of worlds here in a bit. On top of that, we have the couple of options here. That gene tailoring, though, I cannot wait for it. Let's go for the miniature containment fields, giving us a research station output. And so I got my three Corvette ships up. Now it's going to make 3 separate fleets. And let's go ahead and add our missiles and destroyer missile classes to each of these ships, or to each of these fleets here. There we go. And so those ships are, that fleet's all put together. Same thing here with our next one. Me and my brother play Stellaris cooperatively by joining a federation together. Nice. Yeah, I've done some multiplayer games like that in the past, like joining a federation. And usually that tends to happen a little bit later on in the game. Like if like we can all survive being independent, sure. But if we know an in-game crisis is on the way, then we'll all start joining federations and getting ready for the worst. And so cool, I got a bunch of ships on the way. Our fleet capacity should be getting stronger. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be finding contact with other AI empires out there. And I'm going to try and be nice to them. I want to be nice to everyone that's further away from me. And then everyone that's close to me, I'll be mean to. And so embassy offer. Embassy offer. We will take all of those, and great. This is excellent. Now I'll be able to add more pops to my workforce. Good stuff. And so outside of that, my homeworld still has a little bit of unemployment. No worries. Those pops will be moved to other planets through resettling. Let's see here. This is my only planet I'm having some slight issues with. And no worries. We still need to get that tile blocking technology cleared out. All right, so outside of that, yo, this is going pretty freaking good right now, if I gotta say so myself. We got cruiser technology that we could research, ceramo metal armor that we could research. I usually run a lot of armor, and that takes me 1 month. Holy moly. And look at that, boom, already done. And so next up, I guess we'll go for the, can I build frigates? Nope, not yet. Improve Corvette hulls. Let's give that one a shot. And so I don't know what fleet this is. I don't know why they're hostile towards us. It must not be a Empire's fleet, but yeah, we got another counterattack on the way. I'm going to go ahead and look at this planet one more time. Let's see where we are with their armies here. All right, and so they're getting a little bit closer to matching our army strength. 385. All right, so now we outnumber their fleets. We're going to go ahead and land our armies. Let's see if we can win a war against that species. And their home planet is now at risk. And so here we go. Here we go. Let me see. Whoa, they got undead defensive armies. All right, so we're taking some super heavy losses. I'm going to leave that planet so I don't risk losing a Paragon. And for now, you know, they're starting to take back a few bases. I just want this system right here next. It's all I ask for. We're going to take out this fleet first. I'm going to see what systems I have claims on next, and then for physics tech, let's go for the UV lasers. Sure, we'll knock those out. All right, so it's saying we lost a couple of star bases, but no worries. We're going to be getting those back here in just a moment. Yeah, run away. Way to run away.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right, so yeah, they're trying to escape here and just kind of being a nuance. Geez, their fleets, I feel like they're, oh, okay, I thought they were all the way across the system already. All right, so we got a migration treaty. We will definitely accept that. That's going to be nice. And then let's go with the, let's see, Amoeba Flagella. We'll give that a shot. And so, yo, their fleets just got squashed right there. We're going to go ahead and push back here on a few more of their systems. And I want to see where my, actually, you know what? let me attack here first, and then we'll bounce back this direction. But I'm going to check here and see what claims I currently have on this empire, and we may be looking to bring this war to a wrap. And so, oh, actually, yeah, I pretty much have every system. I got like these two that I still have to take, but I got 619 influence right now, and so we could make a handful more claims on these other systems. Wow. All right, so now we're pushing forward here. We're going to take this base, and there's, whoa. So it says here that there's, Halido is missing planets. That's the system we just had our fleets enter right here. It says all calculations point to the existence of several more celestial bodies, yet they are nowhere to be found in the system. Sensors have been recalibrated and numbers checked, but the theory stands disproven by reality. We have marked the missing planetoids' positions and our star charts. We gather for the neighboring unsophisticated and the Dasha system are connected to this. And so, yeah, this is something going on with these Gaia worlds. We got to play it safe here and be careful. While that's going on, the Senate has our first session. So we're going to check out the Galactic community here in a moment as well. But for engineering tech next, let's go for that alloy megaforge building there. And holy moly, I got 10,000 energy credits. And so those commercial agreements are starting to pay off now. Let's go ahead and reinforce as many ships as we can. And let's jump up here to the Galactic community. And so right now we are voting for a cooperative research channel, and sure, I could definitely support this. And so right now I have I believe the second highest diplomatic weight in the Galactic community. Nice. We're gonna be aiming for that #1 spot right now. And so cool stuff here. After we take this system, I'm gonna scope around here and see. Have we taken it yet? Oh, there we go. We're taking it now. Another migration treaty. Wonderful. And bingo, the system is now under our control. We're gonna move back in this direction, and we're gonna try and contain these guys, starting with moving our fleets right here, because this is the only way they've been able to attack us. Now, we may do that, and then afterwards, you know what? I still want to get these planets as well, and so maybe I'll just continue bombarding their homeworld. And I'm gonna have to get another army queued up too. And so let's jump over here to one of my shipyards. The army builder here, and
they're coming for our starbase.
I'm just gonna have like all kinds of armies right now. Jeez Louise, I got 12,000 minerals right now, and so yeah, the resources are definitely taking off right now for my empire. I'm thinking we got a nice little growth spurt going here. And we're gonna have to start adding some more jobs to some of my other buildings.
Starbase lost.
Oh, is that right? And so, yo, they're attacking this base again. Where these fleets came from, I'm not sure, but once again, they've retreated. And now we're gonna continue bombarding their worlds. And so, yeah, we're gonna get these armies up here in a bit. We're gonna merge them over their home planet, weaken their world from orbital bombardment, and then try to, yeah, pretty much just try to take that home world. If we can, I'd be satisfied with that. Right now, they could sue us for peace. We're at 100% war exhaustion. I think they're going to try to sue us for peace before we invade their home world.
Ding, ding, ding. Imagine the
Let's see here. Their army's at 467 troops garrisoned on this planet. And so here it is. They are offering us peace. I'm going to ignore it for now so that maybe we can get that world before.
Wow, we really hit this tech out of the ballpark.
All right, and so we've completed our next tradition. Supremacy is finished. The great game. And so what this says here is that as we continue to expand, other empires will inevitably challenge our claims, and we with theirs. We are locked in the great game of resources and territory. It is nothing less than our duty to come out on top. And so this increases our damage versus starbases by 20%. And when we complete the Supremacy Tradition tree, we will get the War Doctrine policy, and we get an extra Ascension perk. And so this time around, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap this stream up here. This war with the Alvanian sovereignty is coming to a close. Now, I'm giving you guys the option. You can vote on one of the proposed Ascension perks that'll be in my YouTube community post, as well as my next tradition. Guys, I'm Alvanian Delete. Thank you so much for watching the stream, and if you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, I appreciate everybody that's commenting on the live stream. If you're watching this as a VOD, please leave a comment. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to add to the stream, I appreciate all feedback. But until then, I'll fast. See you guys later.